Assalamu alaikum student. Now we are going to see Economics Unit 2 Globalization and Trade. In this lesson, we are going to see about the meaning and history of globalization, trade and traders in South India, evolution of growth of MNC, multinational corporation, the fair trade practices and WTO, World Trade Organization, the impact and challenges of globalization.
Globalization is a widely discussed topic. It is therefore not all that easy to explain such a complicated term in simple words. Let's start from the beginning with the background to globalization. Advances in technology, such as mobile phones, aeroplanes, telephones, and the Internet, have made the growth of transport and communication networks possible. Amongst other things, this means that people and countries can exchange information and goods more quickly and in a less complicated way. This process is called globalization. Globalization comes from globe and means the worldwide coming together of countries and nations. Let's look at an example. Companies used to manufacture products in their home countries, just like the companies Profi TV and Supercolor, who produce televisions in country A. Their products are in direct competition with each other, but both companies pay the same salaries and production costs. They have the same customers, use similar suppliers, and sell televisions at similar prices. In short, the same conditions apply to both companies. So far, so good. Due to technical, cultural, and economic developments that have come about through globalization, other companies which manufacture products under different conditions can now offer their products in country A too. That's why a company from country B can sell televisions here at a lower price because they were produced for less. The local firms Supercolor and Profi TV have to react to withstand the competition. And so the world grows closer together, and there is an active exchange of goods between countries. More affordable products are available for more people. However, not only does an exchange of products and economic goods take place, but also of services, knowledge, cultural goods, and even languages. All of these individual elements are closely linked and influence each other. But where there is light, there is also shadow. Because of globalization and this intense exchange of goods, people and the environment often suffer. If a company decides to move production to an economically disadvantaged country, people in industrialized countries lose their jobs. At the same time, job opportunities open up to many locals in the economically disadvantaged country. Many people in these countries work for very little money in comparison to those in industrialized countries. Therefore, they often remain poor and more often than not do not have sufficient insurance, social insurance, or health insurance cover. A further disadvantage of globalization is ecological problems such as climate change. The use of aeroplanes, ships, and lorries to transport goods over international borders is constantly on the increase. This causes more carbon dioxide to be released into the atmosphere, which, in turn, is the main cause of global warming. Even national environmental standards are ignored. This is a further cost factor in the worldwide international site competition, which should be kept as low as possible to be attractive for a company. There are therefore many sides to globalization which affect almost all aspects of life, causing me to think that the chain of positive and negative effects will continue to grow further. What's important is to realize that globalization itself is neither good nor bad. It just depends how people deal with all the new possibilities in the future.
This video will explain the impacts of globalization. The evidence of globalization is everywhere, but it is important to recognize that not everyone is in favor of it. Some groups argue that TNCs are responsible for many of the world's environmental problems. These problems include global warming, the depletion of natural resources, and the production of harmful chemicals. Some groups also claim that TNCs take advantage of developing countries by polluting industries within their borders, logging their tropical forests, and exploiting their labor. Other concerns include the loss of local culture, the tendency for developed countries to interfere in the affairs of developing countries, and the reduced power of governments to control economic activity. However, there are people who support globalization and suggest it benefits individuals and the global community. Supporters of globalization claim that it results in faster economic growth, quicker access to new technology, cheaper imports, and greater competition. Supporters of globalization also argue that globalization will make the world economy more efficient and will continue to create hundreds of millions of jobs, mainly in developing countries.
Please watch my earlier video, which is about globalization and strategies of MNCs while entering into a new marketplace. Regarding this video, impact of globalization on Indian economy, we cannot say that the impact of globalization has been positive or negative. It has been both. We will first go through various advantages due to globalization. Indian producers can sell their products not only in markets located within the country, but can also compete in markets located in other countries of the world. Moreover, globalization has enabled some large Indian companies to emerge as multinational companies themselves. Tata Motors, Infosys, Ranbaxy, Asian Paints, Sundaram Fasteners are some of the Indian companies which are spreading their operations worldwide. Globalization and greater competition among producers, both local and foreign producers, have been advantage to consumers, particularly the well-off sections in the urban areas. There is a greater choice before these consumers who now enjoy the improved quality and lower prices for several products. Globalization has led to boom in the consumer products market. We have a wide range of choice in selecting goods, unlike the times where there were just a couple of manufacturers. The advent of foreign companies and growth in the economy has led to the job creation. The price of goods and services are lowered due to competition. Local companies are able to supply the raw materials to the MNCs. Due to various advantages, Indian governments, both state and central, taking special steps to attract foreign companies to invest in India. Industrial zones called Special Economic Zones or SEZs are being set up. SEZs provide facilities like electricity, water, roads, transportation, storage, recreational and educational facilities. Companies who set up production units in the SEZs do not have to pay taxes for an initial period of 5 years. Now, let's go through the disadvantages due to globalization. Globalization increased competition in the Indian market between foreign companies and domestic companies. By this, small producers were unable to face the competition and many of them perished from the market. Globalization destroys the environment. MNCs exploits more minerals which led to the degradation of mineral wealth. Globalization does not have a positive impact on agriculture. Greater interconnections of the world have also led to increased susceptibility to diseases, whether it is the bird flu virus or Ebola. The diseases have taken a global turn, spreading far and wide. This results in greater investment in the healthcare system to fight such diseases. It has been estimated that by 2050, more than 50% of India's population will live in cities. The boon of the service sector and city-centric job creation due to globalization has led to increasing rural to urban migration. So these are some of the important advantages and disadvantages of globalization. If you like the video and feel informative, please do like and subscribe to my channel. You will find and get more informative videos and knowledge enhancing videos. Thank you for watching.